Reminder, about 10 minutes away from being joined by Pablo Rodriguez, the front-runner, many would say, in the Quebec Liberal Party leadership race. So do stay tuned for that. And I want to thank all of you that have sent me notes about my back and with little tips. Mo, the yoga teacher, and everyone else that have sent me a note. I'm reading them, and I feel like I'm going down the right path to fixing my back that's been bugging me this week. So thanks for all your messages. Now let's turn our attention once again on this program today to the trash. Montreal wants to clean up his act, literally, and starting this fall, residents in Pierrefonds-Roxboro will have to roll out standardized bins for garbage pickup as part of the city's push to reduce landfill waste to zero by 2030. But the changes, like bi-weekly garbage collection, aren't going over smoothly with everyone. Some residents worried about space, smells, and even vermin. Let's talk more now with Jim Beis, the mayor of Pierrefonds-Roxboro. Jim, Mayor Beis, welcome back to the program.
Good morning, Elias. Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about the standardized bin. Why this switch? Why now?
Well, the switch is that the current contract that we in Pierrefonds-Roxboro, along with Ile-Bizarre Saint-Geneviève, is up for renewal. And so simply because, and other boroughs will also be going through this process as well when their contracts end. Ours just happens to be ending now. And so with this new modernization of the collection, it was the perfect opportunity for us to be able to implement this new service, which will include a black bin, as we have our organic waste, the brown bin and the blue bin for the recycling, will be delivered to every dwelling in September for the program to begin in early November. And so that's the first step of this. So we give us enough time through the summer to be able to at least educate the public and inform them of these changes that are to come into effect. As it is now, Elias, let me tell you that for myself and neighbors in my community, I mean, I drove through an area in the western portion of Pierrefonds yesterday. It was garbage day. Do you know that there are a lot of folks already with these black bins already that they're using? And so this is a trend that's continuing to expand. And so what we're saying is for the ones that don't have these bins, we will automatically be delivering them to the homes in September, and then they will have, the 3 bins that we will put out at different days for them to be collected mechanically. And so this is why we've gone through this shift right now.
Are you at once a week or once every 2 weeks now on garbage collection?
No, the frequency won't change. It's once a week. I mean, we have the brown bins and the recycling bins and the garbage that's collected once a week. Ultimately, though, Elias, let's understand, let's be clear. I mean, many of us don't sort our garbage properly. I mean, how many times do we find ourselves putting things in the garbage that could be recycling or even organic waste for that matter? I mean, there was a time when the recycling started in the community on the west side. And I remember when I was working for a city way back over 30 years ago when those little blue bins were put out. And you would drive by any street and you'd see a few bins only. And now you drive through any neighborhood, not only are the blue bins taken out, but the brown bins are taken out as well. And the black bins will also be that addition to eliminate, the plastic bags that are sometimes ripped open, especially this time of year, where you have garbage strewn everywhere. And it happens in residential areas like ours, too, and not only in the city center where you have density affecting that as well.
Are these bins raccoon-proof and squirrel-proof? I mean, where I live in NDG, the squirrels, they just will chew and get through anything there. Are these bins resilient to that stuff?
Well, look, I mean, how resilient can you be? I mean, I have a recycling bin at home that's has a little hole where a squirrel has chewed through it, and the plastic is pretty thick, So I don't know what material you have to use to try to eliminate that. Somebody commented, well, the metal ones that we have, they don't have any problems. But problem is that there are not many metal ones that are out there that we see at the doors being picked up. And then when you take it to the edge of the street, a lot of the times the cover is not there, And so this is, yes, to modernize the system. It's also to educate the public. We're planning, information sessions. We're going to have flyers put out through the summer. We'll make sure that we work with our Eco-Quartier as well to really give the people the right information so that we don't change this format overnight and allow for people to scramble at that point, not knowing what to do. We've given ourselves enough time. We're several months away from that shift, till November, by the way. Once that takes place, we're confident that the public is going to be aware of everything that they have to do. And at the same time, give them also a reminder on how to better use their recycling and their organic waste bins at the same time.
It does sound to me, Mayor Beis, just writings on the wall, the long-term strategy here, you want to get rid of every week garbage collection and just improve the composting. Get people to boost their composting rates. Is that fair to say that sooner than later we'll end up with less garbage collection and a real push to make sure people are composting?
Look, I think that, to be honest and realistic, I mean, if people sort their garbage and their waste accordingly, I mean, like I do at home, again, it's not perfect, but I mean, do I really need to have garbage collected every week? The recycling bin and the organic waste will be collected once a week. That won't change. But if the garbage changes to once every 2 weeks, let's say, if it's sorted properly, I mean, certainly we can reduce the amount of waste that goes to landfills. That landfills are already overflowing, and we're scrambling to find space to put all our garbage. So again, it's not an overnight solution here. This has to take many, many months of this ever being decided. And so if that's the result at the end of it, well, then that has to be done properly with the right education and the right guidance and accompaniment, if you will, to the citizens to allow them to use that accordingly. I mean, it's so easy for us to throw everything in the garbage. When we look at it closely in our own homes, I mean, how much of that can be either recycled or put in the organic waste? And that has to be some self-reflection as well. And at the same time, as a city, we'll be there to accompany our residents and allow them to better understand the process.
Mayor Beis, got to leave it there. Thanks for hopping on today.
Thank you for having me on.
Jim Beis, Mayor of Pierrefonds-Roxboro.